So I need to assess your dog,
Okay.
and that bark. See, there's submissive urination. Don't
Okay.
move, please, not yet. The growl is coming from here, just the throat. So if you guys can come right out to this tree, stop right there. Back up about 5 feet, please. And just stay there.
Wow.
So what we're looking at is some feral behavior. There's the dog defecating now. So
Yeah.
your dog does not have control of the situation, but this body language, I'm not square to your dog. I'm turned, so I'm not forcing a threat.
Right.
Big difference here. Because, for instance, if I do this,
Yeah.
but if I do this,
Right.
see the difference in that slight reaction?
Yes.
Just sidestepping, look,
Yeah. Big difference.
okay?
Okay.
So we need to understand, where is this behavior originating from? The bark is a little bit deeper, not too much.
Look at his tail.
So if we take a look at the back feet, they're not extremely broad, so the dog isn't bracing like it would be pushed off a cliff. Okay? The reason I want you to take a look at this right now is because when I do get a hold of the leash, how the dog will react.
Okay.
All right?
And
The
his
reason
feet
I have
are
my-
not very wide apart now.
They're not very wide
particularly.
apart right
Yeah.
now. They're
Yeah.
pretty much
Yeah.
hip width apart.
Right.
So if I move too much over here, then the dog will come around.
Oh my God.
So you see how the dog is total hunkered down,
Yeah.
those back feet.
Yeah.
They're quite compressed. So you can see the power that the dog is pushing through to maintain control of the situation. You
Yes.
have a domesticated dog, domesticated feral, and a feral dog. Your dog was born feral.
Yes.
So in essence, we're dealing with a wild dog.
Yes.
If we're jerky and overmanage it, we will earn no respect. But if we're methodical, consistent, now there's a comfort zone with every animal, and this puts me in a very, very dangerous situation because I'm in striking range for the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's fine. But if you take a look at my body language, it's not demanding on your dog.
So, yes.
All right?
Sideways.
Yeah.
If you cause a confrontation on purpose, then we know what the outcome will be.
He
It'll
would
be-
bite you.
It'll be a bite. But if we cause a confrontation where the dog is making some of the rules and we work with those rules, so I'm letting your dog pull back. So we're in
Okay.
essence, we're having a tug of war right now. Who's going to outlast who? This dog, you guys have had it for 3 months. It's been back and forth to 3 different homes over 3 months. It was in a shelter for a year plus, another shelter, and then it lived on the streets of New Orleans.
Right.
So we have the beginning of its life all understanding feral behavior. And that's because the mom, she was feral after she was domesticated. She
Yes.
lived with a family, the hurricane came, all of a sudden she's now feral, she has a litter, and this is the end result,
Yes.
okay? Does this dog like to come inside when it was at the shelter?
No.
Where did it eat? Where did it want to be?
Outside.
Okay, do you see what just happened with this leash? Am I pulling? Is the dog pulling? Critical information here. Nothing, we're equal.
Yes.
Look.
Okay,
Stephen.
look, we're equal.
Right. Yeah.
Right now, goosebumps just went up my back and across my arms. This is a critical point right now in trust. I have two options. I can drop down to totally put myself at the dog's mercy of an attack. Or I can maintain this stance and try to work with the dog. I'm going to take the fast track side, but I'm going to maintain some control here without tightening up the leash. Okay, so I have to be very cautious about my right foot. Extremely cautious with my right foot.
Okay, yeah.
There's relax. You see the twitch?
Uh-huh.
Eyes are soft. I'm not going to pick a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I have to stop. I can't give though. If I give the dog that inch, that last inch I just took, the dog has scored a win. So far, I've scored some wins, but the most important wins are working with, not working against. You force something, as you know, you're a mountaineer. You force something, it can cost you your life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sure.
You force that edge, you force that rock, you force the rope, one way or another. You don't think things through, there can be a danger. Now I'm going to check something just on how volatile this situation truly is. So I'm going to toss the stick up. I'm not going to just toss it up slowly. Okay, so I'm just going to draw the dog in because we didn't have any big twitch there. See my consistency, we saw a slight relax in the leash. There we go, we have another relax. I'm going to drop down so I have no opportunity to pop up. Okay? I'm totally submitting myself to your dog with body language, but through effort and power and strength, I'm going to maintain the control through the leash and only through the leash. Okay?
Got it.
I'm going to turn my back a little bit more. I don't know if this will work. Because the dog is so feral, that won't work, that won't work. There we go. What I tried to do there was just take a little more control and overpower the dog to lie down, but I gave the dog an opportunity to think that out and say yes or no. If the dog was to lie down, then the dog is submitting to me and then is saying, okay, I'm going to permit you to be my alpha. But we have a little bit of pullback here, so the dog is not ready for that. Okay. The breathing, this is very calm. The mouth is not closed. When the mouth is closed, then we usually have the dog thinking, and then we'll respond with some sort of tactic to either escape, go into flight, or strike. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
So the
Oh
dog,
my God.
so I just told you what I wanted to do, but the dog has taken it upon himself to lie down. Now I'm going to roll my hips over. Very common behavior with dogs when they want to move in closer, maybe they'll bump another dog. But I'm going to leave my upper body here.
Okay.
Have I met your dog before?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I can touch your dog yet.
That was scary.
Okay, so I can't touch your dog. That'd be foolish on my part because then I'm forcing the greeting. I need your dog to sniff my hand. So I'll offer up my hand, but I cannot touch your dog first. You see how your dog just raised up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just slightly. Not comfortable.
And the avoidance, turning his head,
Yeah.
is something we're very familiar with.
This isn't true avoidance. Your dog is more aware of its exterior surroundings because it is a dog that is more wild than domesticated. So
Okay.
it has to be aware of its surroundings. I have my back to it, so it's actually going to start taking care of me.
Right.
Okay? Because I've
Yeah.
submitted. So I'm going to submit some more. Need your dog to look this way. There we go. All right. So that's too much for your dog to manage right now.
Yes.
Ears are pinned back a little bit. Not really excited about that. A little bit of trembling, not too much. There's that nice heavy breathing from all the thinking. I'm not going to let your dog go into any type of flight, not even a little bit of avoidance. So we have the back feet, see, they're quite wide now.
Yes.
So this is telling us what's going on inside the head here. And I must be compassionate with the language the dog is speaking. Okay? So watch what happens. I'm going to just draw on a leash. I would like the dog, there's one. I want 2 more steps. I'd like 3. There's 2. See, there's 3-ish.
2 and a half,
Okay?
yeah.
But if we take a look, please don't move.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. If we take a look, this distance is similar to what the dog offered up last time. But I made that distance by rolling my hip over. Now, if
Okay.
I move in, see, now that's avoidance. What you just saw there, the tilting of the head. I'm going to take my leg and I'm going to touch the paw.
Wow.
Whoa, see? Not comfortable.
Yes.
Not comfortable at all. Have I talked to the dog at all verbally with human language? Spanish, French?
You have not.
No. But I have communicated how?
With body language.
With body language. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I need to look at the eyes. Very dark, very dark. Okay. I'm going to just try to work something through here. I'll try to go up another 4 inches, midway up the leg. So what I'm watching for is any discomfort from the dog inside its head, not pain, but the dog saying, I'm not comfortable with this. The breathing is the same, the mouth is still open, but the dog, I cannot risk you guys moving your feet at all because those ears are completely focused on you. Okay? The dog is paying attention to you equally as much as it's paying attention to me. I am going to switch leashes. Now these clasps, the reason we're using these clasps on these leashes is because it's 600 PSI. They're very strong. Have I given your dog any reason to doubt me?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I have to think of which leg I'm going to put up first. This one may be too much, so I'll go here with the right. The reason it might be too much is because it's too much movement in front of its face. Okay. Now just give me about 2
Wow.
minutes. So I'm going to remove the leash off my waist, off the umbilical. And I'm going to now get your dog to sit. Not on the dog's terms. I want the dog to sit up near me. This dog has never physically been managed, it doesn't look like. Is the dog sitting? No. There's no trust. Hey, little buddy, how dare somebody manage you? How dare somebody manage you? Good twitch, good twitch. I'm going to relax the leash. Don't move, please. I'm going to relax the leash. There we go. There we go. Relax, relax. Very tense, very still, on guard right now. There's no moving. The dog is a statue. It's a virtual statue. It's very nice to see. This dog is unsure, but it's not so unsure that it's going to lash out and just bite. It is required to think, and that's what I'm making your dog do. So I'm going to build some trust here. So we have a virtual statue. So this statue that we have, it can go any direction. It can melt and totally submit, or it can become some action figure and start blowing things up, if you will, right? We don't
Yeah.
want that. We don't want that at all. So we need to work with what is this dog capable. Now you can see that I'm starting to pat it a little more. This is very important for a dog to understand that you can physically manage them. There we go, hey?
You're not being particularly gentle. You don't mind patting him with some
Heck
force.
no.